Have y'all heard today in 1947, America created the Air Force and immediately started arguing about who's the best pilot? Coming at you. Well, butter my biscuit, today's the U.S. Air Force's 78th birthday. Happy birthday to y'all. On September 18th, 1947, President Harry Truman signed the National Security Act, creating the Air Force as a separate military branch. But before that, our flyboys are just part of the Army. Talk about cramped quarters. Now, here's what tickles me, though. The Army Air Forces became the United States Air Force as a separate and equal element, which means they finally got their own parking spaces. No more sharing with the ground pounders. Best part, Stuart Symington became the first Air Force Secretary, and General Carl Toohey Spats became the first Chief of Staff. Now, Toohey, here's a name that sounds like he could fix your tractor and fly a jet. From defending our freedom to breaking sound barriers, our Air Force has been soaring high for nearly 8 decades. Thank you to all our airmen past and present. Y'all, it's National Cheeseburger Day. I know we just had Double Cheeseburger Day a couple of days ago, but this is for the classic single. Don't worry, there's room in our hearts for both, yeah. The Cheeseburgers, America's gift to the world. You're welcome. We took a perfectly good hamburger and said, you know what this needs? Cheese. Yeah, leave it to Americans to look at food and think, how can we make this more delicious and less healthy? The secret to the perfect cheeseburger is timing. You got to add that cheese slice at just the right moment. Too early, and it burns. Too late, and it just doesn't melt right. It's like conducting a symphony, except the orchestra is beef and dairy. Yeah? So fire up that grill and celebrate America's greatest culinary achievement, the marriage of meat and cheese. Y'all, today's Southern Goodness is brought to you by Bluebell Ice Cream. Let's talk about Bluebell Ice Cream, y'all. The Little Creamery in Brenham. It's been making the South's favorite frozen treat since 1907. Started by a few butter-making farmers in Texas who decided to try their hand at ice cream. Here's what makes Bluebell so special. They still make it in the old-fashioned way with fresh cream from happy cows, not them sad ones. And when I say happy cows, I mean Texas cows. They're probably the only livestock with their own theme song. Bluebell's slogan is, "We eat all we can and sell the rest." Now, that's honest marketing. When the company executives are willing to admit they can't stop eating their own product, you know it's got to be good, from classic Niller to their famous cookies and cream. Bluebell proves that some things are worth waiting in line for. Y'all know it's true love when you drive across 3 counties just to get your favorite flavor. Y'all, here's some good book wisdom. Let's talk about Jesus calming that storm. The disciples are in their boat when a fierce storm hits. They're panicking, they're bailing water, probably arguing about whose fault is it? Who didn't check the weather? I don't know. Meanwhile, Jesus is taking a nap in the back of the boat. Can you imagine? Lord, we about to die. 5 more minutes, y'all. I'm dreaming about fish and loaves. He probably didn't say that. So they wake him up, and Jesus basically tells the storm to hush, like a Sunday school teacher quieting rowdy youngins. Wind stops, waves calm, disciples' jaws drop to the deck. Here's the beautiful truth. The same Jesus who can calm a raging sea can calm the storms in our hearts. When life gets choppy and we taking on water, he's right there in the boat with us. Sometimes he's just waiting for us to ask for help instead of trying to bail out the boat ourselves. Y'all, today's National First Love Day. Time to remember that special someone who made your heart skip like a scratched record. We all remember our first love, awkward conversations, sweaty palms, and thinking they hung the moon. First love is like training wheels for your heart. Lots of wobbling, occasional crashes, but you got to start somewhere. Mine was in, well, it ain't important when mine was. I gave her lunch money every day. Mama thought I had a tapeworm. Beautiful thing about first love, it teaches us that our hearts are bigger than we thought. Sure, first loves, most of them anyway, don't last, but they prepare us to love better the next time. Plus, they give us great stories to embarrass our kids with later. Yo, let's talk country music. In September 1987, old Randy Travis was ruling the airwaves. I Told You So was the song. Randy had a voice smoother than butter on warm cornbread. But these lyrics, the whole song's basically 3 minutes of, I warned you, but you didn't listen, so now you're sad, and I'm right. That ain't no love song, that's a revenge ballad. It's like musical schadenfreude with a steel guitar. What's that? I don't know. Told you, you should have known better. Randy's singing about his ex's new relationship failing, and he's celebrating like he just won the lottery. Most folks send a sympathy card when somebody's hurting, but Randy wrote a whole song about being right. But you know what? It went to #1. Turns out America loves the good old I told you so song. Yeah, maybe it's because we've all been there watching someone make a mistake we saw coming from 3 counties away. Randy just put it to music and made it sound pretty. Whew, that's all for today's Have Y'all Heard? Because now y'all have. Go ahead and leave a comment if you're smart or smiling or hungry. Until next time, later, taters.